Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to this mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 741. Today is the day of 4. 4 is all about chesed, while 7 is Netzach. So now we have culture and God together. So what do we do when we put chesed and Netzach together? Chesed being about our sacral chakra, our boundaries, our celestial blueprint, our internal law, our Maya energy, and we're putting that to our heart. Our Netzach, our celestial designer, designing what we desire. You know, when we're in our creative space, make sure that we stick to our boundaries and discipline. And that makes me think of the conversation happening with India.Arie and Young Miami, and everybody's, speaking from their heart where their chesed is. It's revealing where their chesed is. And we're starting to see that everybody has their own internal law. And you just make the one that works for you without projecting on everybody else, right? And when we do that, we get to a place of mastery, which is 11. How well are you mastering yourself? This is when you get into your awareness, your depth of being, your Asar, your Keter's energy, which is revolutionary. This is how you become one and united at the same time. So, how are you being individualistic and still a part of the collective? That's the question you ask yourself, right? Now, I don't usually bring the 11 into twos, but some of you guys like to, and that's okay. It takes you right back to that Venusian energy of balance and harmony, justice, righteousness, and also brings you into Taurus energy, back into what you value and prioritize. Your self esteem and self value and your moral code to obtain the material things in your space. Once again, aligning your heart to your moral code when we're in that Venusian too, that Taurus energy, right? So, whether you want to stay in the 11 of self mastery and becoming so well in your knowledge that you attract your reflections around you, or you want to get into that 2 of wisdom, either way, you're going to end up in that 2 anyway, because we're going to add the year 1. This is the year of Aries, the initiator, the cardinal energy. It's all about leadership this year, all about the gut that controls the mind, and everything starts with a thought. We're taking action this year. We are starting our new beginnings this year, right? New earth, new contracts, new records, new speed of our particles with CERN shutting down, you know, new history as certain things, books being banned, and artifacts being stolen, and people are revisioning history. New communities as people are starting to speak out on their differences and find the individuals that align, which calls on them to drop y'all calls on them to move from a different space and place into a new place, a new community, especially with Uranus entering Gemini, giving us those progressive pushes to travel into the community, that's for us. It's fun here, right? So we're going to take that 1 and we're going to put it into the 11. So now we have a 111. We got angel numbers here. That's cool. But overall, it's going to bring us to knowledge and wisdom. Here we get our Asar energy, our Keters, our intellect, taking action on our fairness, our justice, what's balance, what's harmony, our Chokmah energy. Here we get into Tahuti, which is wisdom. So knowledge and wisdom brings us what? Understanding, Bina. Then we get into the structure, infrastructure here. And it's really cool because it's a Saturn day. Bina is ruled by Saturn. And this is America's birthday. And a lot of us are coming to the conversation of who's our authority? Is America your authority? Is the United States of America your authority? Is your bloodline your authority? Are you your authority? Is the Federal Reserve and their product, which is the debt fiat note, your authority? Here we get into these conversations as people either celebrate or denounce, their celebrations of this day and coming into remembrance of their bloodline, their heritage, and everything they've been through. Some people are having a grand awakening today. And you remember the ones, it's all about electronic communication as Aquarius rules over the Keters. So a lot of chatting is happening on the internet to bring that level of knowledge and wisdom and understanding to folks about what's been in their authority, their infrastructure, who's been providing them the challenges that give them the discipline and order that they have to obtain their basic resources for survival. Is it coming from a finite space from individuals who prey upon your demise and marketing to you all the time, or is it coming from the infinite? Those are questions to ask yourself. Really good questions on a Bina day, on a Saturn day, on the birthday of the most notorious corporate government in the world. But it all starts with you. Hopefully, you are the authority of yourself. And if you want to cherry pick on different laws and orders outside of self to help you create your foundation, your discipline, your order, your internal Mayat or chesed energy, so be it. But let it be what you want and not what someone is imposing upon you, because that's what they want you to have. So it all starts today with being on your four, being in your blueprint, being in your Mayat, and aligning your heart for your mastery. So you guys enjoy. If you would like assistance with reading your personal mathematics, don't hesitate to reach out. This is what I do, and I love it here.